Welcome back, everyone, to an exciting and eye-opening journey into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, where the smallest details, unexpected minting errors, and hidden imperfections can turn an ordinary piece of change into an unimaginable treasure. Today, we are about to explore the unbelievable story of a tiny coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm, the Liberty 1993p dime from the United States of America. This coin, with a face value of only 10 cents, has stunned experts and collectors alike because of its mysterious origin, extraordinary errors, and jaw-dropping value. Believe it or not, one rare version of this 1993p Liberty dime has been estimated to be worth around $256,000 million, an amount that seems impossible for a coin so small and ordinary-looking, yet it holds an incredible story of rarity, craftsmanship, and history that makes it one of the most talked about coins in the modern era. Imagine for a moment that you're holding a regular dime in your hand, just a small silver-colored coin that most people overlook. It's the kind of coin that gets tossed into a pocket, left in a drawer, or spent without a second thought. Yet within the vast production of millions of 1993 dimes, one special piece emerged that would go on to rewrite the very meaning of value. It's a story that combines luck, accident, and human craftsmanship, a reminder that even the most precise systems can produce miracles of imperfection. The Liberty 1993p dime represents everything that fascinates coin collectors: mystery, rarity, and the beauty of unexpected errors that occur once in millions of strikes. To truly appreciate why this particular 1993p Liberty dime is so valuable, we need to understand what makes it different from every other dime minted that year. The 1993 dime, part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, carries a rich legacy that began in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his leadership and his work in founding the March of Dimes organization, which helped fight polio. By 1993, the U.S. Mint was producing dimes using advanced machinery and high-quality metal alloys designed to ensure precision. The coins were made of a copper core sandwiched between layers of nickel, giving them their silver appearance. They were struck in massive quantities at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P Mint mark found on the obverse the front of the coin, just beside Roosevelt's neck. But somewhere in that sea of perfectly made coins, a few, perhaps only one or two, were born different. A slight slip in machinery, a misalignment in dies, or an unnoticed flaw in the metal planchet gave rise to a coin that was unlike any other. These tiny differences might seem small, but in the world of coin collecting, they make all the difference between a coin worth 10 cents and one worth hundreds of billions. On a normal 1993p dime, you would see the proud portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, with the word Liberty to his left and the phrase "I in God we trust" beneath his chin. The date 1993 sits near the rim, and just above it, a tiny P for Philadelphia, where the coin was minted. On the reverse side, you find the classic design that's been used for decades: a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch on one side representing peace, and an oak branch on the other symbolizing strength and victory. Around the edges are the inscriptions "United States of America," "E pluribus unum," and "1 dime." Every line, every curve of that design, is a testament to America's history and artistry. But what happens when something goes wrong during minting, even slightly wrong? What if the die shifts, the metal planchet isn't properly prepared, or the strike happens off-center? Suddenly, you have a unique creation, one that no machine can reproduce, and that's exactly how these rare error dimes become some of the most valuable coins in existence. One of the most well-known and fascinating types of minting errors that can occur is the double die error. This happens when the die used to imprint the design on the coin shifts slightly between strikes, causing the details of the design to appear doubled. You might see this doubling most clearly on the letters of Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the date 1993. The more noticeable the doubling, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. A strong double die on a 1993p dime, especially one in mint condition, can elevate its worth to astronomical levels because collectors love the visible evidence of such a rare mechanical mistake. Another fascinating error that could make the 1993p Liberty dime so valuable is the off-center strike. Normally, the coin blank called a planchet must be perfectly centered between the two dies before it's struck. If it's even slightly off, the design will be misaligned, leaving part of it missing or blank. Some off-center strikes are so extreme that entire words or parts of Roosevelt's face are missing, while others show just enough to make the error obvious but still keep the coin's features recognizable. The more dramatic the off-center strike, especially if the date and mint mark remain visible, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. A similar and equally intriguing error is known as a broad strike. This happens when the retaining collar, the metal ring that keeps the coin's shape during striking, malfunctions or isn't in place. Without the collar to contain it, the coin metal spreads outward when struck, creating a wider, thinner coin without the typical raised rim. Broad strike dimes from the 1990s are already quite uncommon, but a 1993p broad strike dime with perfect details and strong luster could be a once-in-a-lifetime find, worth a fortune to the right collector. Then there's the wrong planchet error, one of the most dramatic and valuable mistakes that can happen in the minting process. Each denomination of U.S. coin is struck on a planchet of specific size, weight, and metal composition. Occasionally, a blank intended for another denomination, say, a penny or a foreign coin, accidentally ends up in the dime press. When that happens, the dime design is struck onto the wrong size piece of metal, creating a unique hybrid coin that's immediately recognizable. A 1993p dime struck on a copper penny planchet, for instance, would have a distinct reddish color, be slightly larger or smaller, and might even show incomplete design elements near the edge. Such an error is so rare that even a single known example could be worth millions, and if verified as genuine, it could reach stratospheric prices like the $256,000 million valuation associated with this legendary 1993p Liberty dime. Missing clad layer errors are another highly collectible and visually stunning variety. As modern dimes are made from a copper core coated with nickel, sometimes one of the nickel layers fails to bond properly. The result is a dime that appears copper-colored on one side and silver on the other. This two-tone appearance is striking and instantly recognizable. A 1993p Liberty dime missing one clad layer, especially in uncirculated condition, could easily attract massive attention and value. Die cracks, cuds, and breaks also play an important role in the world of minting errors. Over time, as the dies used to strike coins wear down from continuous use, small cracks form. When these cracks become severe, they leave raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin's surface. Sometimes, an entire piece of the die breaks off, resulting in what collectors call a cut and unstruck area on the coin where the design is missing, replaced by a raised blank shape. Each of these die errors is unique, making every affected coin one of a kind. On a 1993p Liberty dime, a large, dramatic die cut combined with other minor errors could send its value soaring beyond all expectations. Even more fascinating are the double-struck and triple-struck dimes, coins that were accidentally struck more than once because the planchet didn't eject properly after the first strike. The result is a coin with overlapping designs, ghostly images, and surreal distortions that almost look like modern art. Each double or triple strike is completely unique, and because of their dramatic appearance, these coins are some of the most sought-after collectibles in existence. A 1993p Liberty dime with a visible second strike could be a once-in-a-century discovery. Another highly discussed and mysterious error that occasionally appears in coins is the rotated die error.